Step your right foot back to yourself, making sure both feet are facing north. If you see yourself in the mirror, make sure that both your feet are parallel, no penguin feet. Rotate both your feet parallel, 45-degree angle towards your right. Solid. Now, soften your legs. I shouldn't see anyone locking their legs out. Nice soft deep bend, right? Now, from this position, lift up your dominant hand to the sky. Bring that in out of your ear. That is your telephone, also known as your backhand. Lift up your weak hand up to the sky. Bring that in out of your mouth. That's your microphone. Clench your fists together, tuck your elbows in, relax the shoulders, and this is your boxing stance, whether you're going forward or backwards, all right? Now, we're gonna go through the mechanics. The first mechanics I'm gonna teach you guys is the pivot. Everyone neglects the pivot when they're throwing the backhand. So what I want you guys to do, lift up the back heel from the ground, burn the cigarette on the balls of your feet, and pull your left shoulder back. When you guys pivot, I want you guys to stay here. I want to see if your right shoulder is facing north. If your right shoulder is here, you're not rotating enough. When I say reset, we burn the cigarette to come back to 45 degrees, all right? Let's give it a go, nice and slow. So hands up, ready up. Pivot, hold it there, reset. Beautiful, nice soft feet bend. Pivot, all right? So when I say pivot, you're gonna throw your back hand, which is your right hand, and you're gonna pull your left shoulder back. Notice I'm pivoting my back foot excessively on the inside to allow my hips to rotate and open up the shoulders. When I say reset, you're gonna pull the rope to come back to the chin, all right? Let's give this a go. Hands up, here we go. Pivot, throw that back hand, reset. Good, every time you throw the back hand, I shouldn't see anyone looking away. Look forward at all times. Here we go, hands up, pivot, reset. Good, pivot, reset. Backhand, reset. Backhand, reset. Don't look away, backhand. Good, reset. And now following that same rhythm, we're gonna go for a back hook. Same thing, but when I say back hook, you're gonna pivot and you're gonna give me a right hook. When you give me the right hook, make sure that you're leading with the hips first, and then you throw your punch. What I mean by that is a lot of people do this, and then they move, all right? We don't throw from the upper body, we throw from the lower body. Throw from the lower body, then extend the hand out. Elbows in out the shoulder, thumbs up for power, thumbs down for precision, all right? They're both correct, but you choose what preference you want. For now, we go for thumbs up, all right? Let's give it a go. Hands up, here we go. Backhand, hook, my bad, hit, reset. I forgot to say the hook, here we go. Back hook, reset, reset, good. Back hook. There we go, put the shoulder back there. Nice, perfect, yes, elbows, something. Nice, just think how you look back. Right there, pull that back. Good, put that shoulder back. Good, that's it, look forward. Right, that's it, good, chin down. There we go, good, perfect. Pull that shoulder back. Yes, that's it, you got more rotation, nice. And nice, reset, much better. So now, I want you guys to think, when you're throwing the backhand, your trigger point is the left shoulder, right? If you guys forget the left shoulder, you're gonna end up throwing the hook like this. See that if I forget the left shoulder. But then, if I lead with the left shoulder, this is like my trigger point. Boom, I can now snap into that rotation, right? So keep that in mind. Step, hold it there, base, much better. Step, base, that's it, you wanna creep up to the step, base, step, hold, base, good. Step, hold, base, step, hold, base, good. Now I want you guys to practice this on your own, with your own rhythm when you go step, base, step, base, step, base, step, base, step, base, step, base. All right? Music goes up. We're gonna spend 60 seconds here. Take it away. That's it. Focus on your step bases without closing your feet. Middle. We're now gonna focus on adding your punches with that step base position, right? So your jab is your step, your backhand is your base. All right? Step, base, step, base, step, base, step, base. When you're going forward, same arm, same leg, all right? When you're going backward, opposite arm, opposite leg. We're gonna do this together as a team first, then I'm gonna let you guys practice. Here we go. Hands up, nice and slow first. Step jab, base backhand. Step, base, step, in your boxing stance. Now that everybody knows what a step base is, coming forward and step base coming out, we're going to practice it in the ring individually so I can teach you guys the step pivot and the stepping back out, alright? So let's do this all together from the top, hands up, facing whichever direction. So make sure your feet are on the outside of your ring, alright? When I say step, you step inside the ring. When I say base, your back foot comes back to base, alright? Same thing when I go backwards. When I say backwards, you go step, base. When I say forward, step, base. It's always 2 steps, all right? So let's do this from the top. Hands up, here we go. Forward, step, base. Backward, step, base. Forward, step, base. Backward, step, base. Good. Coaching tip. When you guys are stepping forward, don't land on your heel first, all right? When you guys are throwing your jabs, if you throw your jabs like this, hyperextension. No, trust me. Even if it's funny, oh mate, you hyperextend your knee and it's game over, right? Always land on the balls of your feet as if you're going to dip your feet on water. Boom, boom, all right? So let's do this all together with no punches. Hands up on the balls of your feet. Forward, step, base. Backward, step, base. Base. Good. Maintaining that rhythm now. When I say forward, we're going to go step, base inside the ring. When I say pivot, watch what I do. Lift up the front heel, apply 60% on the front weight, and you're going to burn this cigarette to pivot on the ring. Once you change the direction, when I say backwards, you're going to step back wherever you guys stand, all right? Now, when you guys pivot, one little coaching tip, do not pivot with your feet flat. If you pivot like this, God damn it, listen. I know I've got insurance, but please no, all right? Lift up the heel, wherever the knee goes, the heel follows. Be very exaggerated on that position, right? Here we go. Hands up, let's do this all together. Here we go. Forward, step, base, pivot, backward, step, base. There we go. Now from where we are, we're going to do the same thing again. Here we go. Forward, step, base, pivot. Beautiful. Backward, step, base. Nice. Notice that everyone pivoted differently. That's perfect, right? I want you guys to choose whether you want to pivot right or left. It doesn't matter, right? As long as you guys change the direction of the spot, that's all I care about. So from the top, here we go. Hands up, shape up. Here we go. Forward, step, base, pivot. Backward, step, base. Beautiful, good. Forward, step, base, pivot. Backward, step, base. Beautiful.